So recently, one of our members was asking my opinion on whether or not she should tell people in her life that she is doing the Sinclair Method. And to be honest, this is a common question people ask. One of the things I love about the Sinclair Method is that it's a discreet treatment. So people can start it without really telling anyone in their lives except for their doctor that they're working with for the medication. And I just wanted to share what I did and my thoughts on this because I think it is a common question people have. So, when I started on the Sinclair Method in 2017, I didn't tell anybody that I was doing the treatment. I didn't even tell my own husband for about a month. And the reason was because I didn't know if the treatment was going to work for me or not. I didn't really know a lot about it when I was starting on the treatment. And I didn't want to have to verbalize out loud how much I was struggling with alcohol. Like, my husband knew I had a drinking problem, but he didn't really know to the extent of how bad it was. And even though they might be well-meaning, when someone doesn't understand what it's like to experience alcohol use disorder, they can have, judgments or questions that can just be difficult to answer. And so for me, I just made the decision that I wasn't going to tell anybody until I felt like I was confident that the treatment was working for me and that I could articulate, why I'm doing it, how it's working for me, that I'm committed to it, essentially so that I could feel confident in my decision to do the treatment. Because inevitably people are going to have questions, they're going to be curious, they're going to want to know, oh, I didn't know you had a drinking problem, or tell me about it, or what's it doing for you, all of these questions that I didn't feel ready to answer early on in my treatment because it was new to me as well. I was still kind of navigating it, learning how it was going to work for me, wasn't really sure how well it was going to work for me. So for me personally, I didn't tell anyone for about the first month on the treatment. And then I gradually started to tell people closest to me, like my husband and my sisters. And then as time went on and I just saw myself have a lot of great progress with the method, saw my drinking changing, I started to tell more and more people in my life. So that's my 2 cents on it. I hear from a lot of clients who kind of do the same thing. They might tell 1 or 2 people that they're doing it, or they might not tell anyone that they're doing the treatment. And honestly, that's the great thing about it because it's pretty discreet. Like, it's not like you have to upend your life and go away to rehab to do it. I did it from home. I saw a telemedicine doctor from home, and it was really cool just to start the treatment. And actually, I've heard clients tell me that they didn't tell their friends they were doing it, and they'd be out like socializing and drinking with their friends, and their friends would just notice that they're drinking less. And so that's my thoughts on whether or not you need to tell somebody that you're doing the Sinclair Method treatment. Of course, you'll want to ask your doctor about this as well, and consider it for yourself what you think is best in your own personal situation with the method. Hope that helps.